IMF's cutting its 2019 growth forecast. Second time it's done that. You did it at the end of last year too. Christine Lagarde, the managing director. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So, the number of times you have told us, fix the roof while the sun is shining. The sun's no longer shining. How many roofs aren't fixed?
A few roofs have been fixed a bit, but there is a lot of work that needs to be done. And what we're still saying today, although it's getting a bit darker, you're right, and the sun is not shining as brightly as it did, we're saying make sure that your house is in order, prepare for the next crisis when it comes. We're not saying that there is a recession around the corner, we're saying that a crisis will come.
The slowdown, would you say the slowdown is a crisis?
Depends the size of the slowdown. What we have forecasted is a very modest slowdown, and we've revised our forecast by 0.2%. That's not much to write home about. But what we're seeing on the horizon is bigger risks, and they're closer to us than they were.
Right, and I suppose what I'm asking is, do you get the feeling it's going to get worse, that the revision downwards will continue?
It depends what the policymakers decide to do. If they decide to do the right things, which is to focus on having an economy that is resilient at home, that is inclusive for its people, and if they decide to cooperate amongst themselves, then no.
But I always feel sort of we've heard this before in some shape or form, not just from you but from others, and then all of a sudden we turn around and think, oh dear, what went wrong? How broken or is the China, do you think?
I think there are a few things that have changed a lot in the last few years compared with what we always say, as you indicated,
yes.
Richard. I think that, for instance, the financial sector has significantly improved in terms of architecture, in terms of capital ratios, in terms of less exposure. I think equally that the trade environment has worsened over the course of the last couple of years. And as I said, it's a big risk from my perspective on the horizon, the inability of the big players to find an arrangement on trade, on tariffs, and on how they're going to deal with each other.
Now, we just had the DG of the World Trade Organization standing just where you are. He said he's hopeful that there can be an arrangement.
That's his job, and he should be. You know, desperately optimistic is what we have to be.
That's not so. I mean, that's a fairly low bar if you're relying on optimism.
You have optimism in the picture,
right?
But it's a constant struggle to make sure that people are focused on what they have to do at home and talk to each other, because we are completely interconnected and it's a complex mechanism. Look at talk to all the people you talk to. You know that their supply chain is completely international. Money flows around the world. Capital flows are either helping or hurting, and all of that needs to be monitored properly and regulated.